Hello, international crafters. This is the first day of my International Crafters Week, and some of the things are going to be Christmassy, mostly are going to be Christmassy. And we're going to start off today. I'll tell you what you need. You're going to need a twig. Oops, it's catching on to things here. Little twig. You're going to need a frame. Now I'm using these. These are in gesso. My sister made a whole bunch of them for a wedding once. And so I'm going to maybe making the backing with cereal box. But if you're using a normal frame, it'll already have its own backing, so you can skip this part here. I'm going to be using a baby wipe for a background. This is, you can do whatever you want. And you're going to need gauze or cheesecloth cut into little pieces like this, into little squares, okay? You don't have to be precise about that. You're going to need an old sweater, a piece of an old sweater, and you're going to need some pearls, black pearls. I have some stickles here. You can use glitter, okay, and glue. And I think that's about it. So I'm going to work on my background, and this will be attached after. So I really like, the colors of these baby wipes that are, already, they have so many colors in them. I'm going to try to position this on the colors I want. It's going to be a winter scene, but I don't care if there's the red in there. So I'll start by, and you guys pretend this is the backing to your little frame or a big frame or whatever you want to do. And naturally, if it's bigger, you're probably going to need more, more gauze or cheesecloth or whatever you have. Okay. Get the glue all around. Remembering that, the borders, you're not going to be able to see. So when you're going to be doing what I'm going to be doing now, I'll explain it as we go. I just wanted to turn this around a second. There we go. That's what I want. Okay. These were other types of baby wipes. They were terrible. This is how small they are. And I wanted to, one day get an economical type of baby wipe, and they just didn't turn out that well, but I saved them nevertheless. Used them and saved them, especially the ones that were colored. I'm going to cut around here. Like I said, don't worry about the borders because it's not going to be seen behind the frame. Now, I'm doing this because to have a difference, instead of a canvas, I want this challenge to be framed. Okay, get this away. And this is what it's going to look like that. You seen that? There we go. Okay, so I'm going to take this off, and I want to put some glue on top of it, because naturally it's always a baby wipe and it's going to continue to absorb whatever you put on here. So we want to seal this. Now, if you're not using a baby wipe and you're using paper or tissue, whatever you please to use, it doesn't have to be necessarily a baby wipe. I'm liking the way it looks as a background. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I have to start heating it up with the heat gun, drying it up. sorry you guys. I know I can't, with the drying time. I'm just gonna put you up just a touch closer. My camera slips and slides all the time. My hands are a mess. It's almost dry. They say never to put your heat gun like that, to always put it on an angle, because apparently putting it like that, the heat shoots back up into it, and it's not good for the heat gun. Or keep it up further away. If you're doing it up close is when you put it on an angle. Gonna give it a heat in the back here. It curls up, but you can put it back to the way it was. I have to completely dry it to continue the next step, because I just can't continue doing anything up with it without, you know, drying it first. Okay. I kind of pat it down more. Okay. Now I'm going to get a stamp, and I want to stamp it with this archival ink. It's aquamarine. Well, let's see if it shows up. If it doesn't, I'm going to get a darker color. Just to give it a bit of dimension. Okay, now this is where I want you guys to put the frame on top, and you know, try figuring out where it's going to go. So apart these little pieces here, you're going to need little strips as well too, that, you know, we're going to put down here, and just give it a try. I think that's perfect. Okay. Oh, I forgot something. Okay, I can do it now. I can do it now. Now I'm going to continue with this just a second before I continue. I just want to keep on adding here. Just going to cut this off. Now it's supposed to be looking like snow, so you know, you want to do some drifts and things like that as well too. Okay, and just get another couple of little pieces here for cover up more of the background space of it. Okay, I'm just going to put the frame on again, make sure that that's going to be okay. All right. Now, what I wanted to do before I did this, but it doesn't make a difference, because what's going to be going on here is in the sky, and that's getting this little circle stencil. I just finished using it yesterday for my iCAD. I'm going to get this paint that's a white metallic paint. It's really cool, and put some down there. I'm going to get a stencil brush. Okay, nope, not that one. That one's not good. Oh dear. Okay. and just stencil this color in. We want to see it, but we don't want to see it. It'll give that nice glimmer that will, you know, kind of look like snow. I'm just trying to get the small little holes mostly. I'm just going to lift it up a second to look. And I got to get these ones here. Now I can put it back down again just to, you know, add a couple of more holes if I want to. Okay, I want you to look at that. See that? Okay, and I'm going to look here, see if I can add just another little touch. I'm going to put it on the brush directly because I don't want to waste more paint. There we go. I want to add a couple of small ones here. You kind of got blah blah blah, glob it on there. There we go. Can you see that? Okay. And I did have a baby wipe here just to wipe the brush off for, here it is. Not let the paint build up on it. I'll wash it later on. I have a jar here full of brushes that I have to wash because I've been busy today. Doing lots of stuff. So I'm going to get the heat gun again. Now I'm not really worried about drying this completely right now. More just the paint. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to put the frame back on again. Make sure it's lined up. Okay, and what we're going to do with these little squares here is you can grab a bunch of them in your hands like that, okay, and kind of cut them in circle shapes. Doesn't have to be precise. Believe me, it doesn't have to be precise because you'll see why. Okay, so we got some here. Now what I'm going to do is just mark with the pencil here very lightly where I want the head to start. Actually, I want the head to start here. We're making a snowman, you guys. Okay, I'll just put down my first piece so that way I don't get, so I'm going to grab this piece here of gauze, stick a tiny little piece of glue in the middle. You don't have to put a lot because, you know, it will seep right through. And just crumple it up in your fingers like that. Okay, are you seeing that? It's going to look like that. And here's the end where you crumpled it up. Right? Excuse my hands, you guys. Put a little dab of glue on the bottom and stick it down. Okay, now it's going to look funny right now, but don't worry about that. This is a bit time consuming, but it's well worth it at the end. Crumple it up. You can even grab them 2 by 2. You don't have to have just one. If it's you know, cheesecloth or gauze that's very light. Now you guys can do this with, you know, using your fantasy. You could try doing this even with, you know, tulle if you want to, but tulle is very hard to work with. So I'm trying to form here a little round head, and I'm going to continue just doubling them up, little dab of glue, crunching them up in my fingers. Okay, and putting the glue here again. Now at this point, because it's so high, because you can't really work with, you know, smaller pieces than what I've cut, so you're going to grab your canvas in your hands and you're going to start snipping off, so that way you can pretty much see where you're at, and you know how the form of the head is forming. Do you know what I mean? Okay, lift it all up, fix it up here, and cut if you need to. Okay, now see, I'm seeing it better now, the form. I'm gonna continue. Hold on there, buddy. Oh, this glue gun doesn't ever want to sit still. Am I putting my head in the middle, you guys? I'm sorry. Grab another couple. Now this would make an adorable little gift for somebody, or you can make like a little set of 3 of them and hang them on your wall for Christmas time. And you don't have to only make snowmen. You can make a beautiful Christmas tree. You can do it out of lace. Okay, now I'm not doing the normal 3-ball snowman. I'm doing the head and then a longer part for the body. It makes it much easier if you want to do, you know, that. And another thing, you guys, if you want to, you know, really wait till this dries really good, you can do that. And you can even, you know, trace around where the snowman is going to go. But like I said, this is very simple. It's more simple than what it seems, because once you start cutting down the snowman, you can, well, I should take these scissors away. This glue gun is doing lots of strings where it wasn't doing that before. Two by two. And crunch up like that. Now every once in a while, like now, I'm going to pick it up again and start cutting it down, because you can see the shape better that way. Know where you have to continue doing it. With my other one, because I am going to show you a complete one. I don't know if we're going to get this finished, depending how, you know, how long this video gets. But I noticed that, you know, cutting them down, I was seeing better the form. There's lots of glue strings around here. Okay, so I'm going to like kind of widen up here a bit. And be careful you don't burn yourself. Another one there. Okay. Oh, I didn't even cut these ones in circles. But you see, it doesn't really matter. Oops. Glue strings. Okay, I'm going to cut these ones down, because it does make it simpler just to cut kind of around them like that. Okay. If you get them all ready all at once, you're better off. You can go faster. Okay, I'm just going to widen him here more. And in the meantime, this is drying as well too. Give him a bigger body. My hand kind of got stuck in there. There we go. Oh dear. Got glue all over my hands. It gets messy, you guys. But they are simply adorable. Excuse my head. Just burnt myself. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, I'm going to give him a cut down again, a little haircut, and see where we at. And then you notice that, you know, where you need more to form a snowman. So. Gotta pick him up here a bit. Okay, now don't worry about the loose ends because we are going to fix those now. Now, I'm going to stop here adding to the snowman or else the video is going to go, you know, like too long. So what I do now is while this is still drying, no, well, I can add it now. So I get my stickles or glitter. So what you can do with the glitter is just, you know, get your paintbrush with some, you know, glue, brush it over, and then add your glitter, and you can, or you can mix your glue with your glitter and then brush it on top. Come on, boy. I can hear the kids laughing. I should have kept it upside down. Oh, came out all at once now. So I'm just going to spread it around with my finger here. And this is where, like I said, see here that there's a little piece coming up. You can just stick some glitter in there and close it up. This is why it's probably better that, you know, you do it, if you don't have stickles, and you do it with the glitter. Try mixing it with glue. I think it would work. So there, I'm giving him more of a form here now, with helping myself with the glitter and spreading that around. And then I spread it around the snow as well too on the bottom. Now you guys, I'm so sorry that this, you know, because you're crying. I'm trying to do it, you know, like as fast as possible, so that way the video doesn't get too extra long. Okay, and while the glitter is still, you know, nice and wet there, you're gonna get little black pearl. Boop, he's off, and you're gonna kind of stick it in there. I'll probably fix this after the video really good. and stick that in there again. If you need to, you can add more glue to it, but it's just to show you how it's getting done. And the twig, what I did was I cut 2 little pieces. Okay, put some glue at the end and kind of stick them in there, leaving them up like that. See? You're seeing that, right? Okay. Oh, you know what? I should have done something else first. So, I won't add the other one just yet. So I'm going to get this piece of sweater here. This has been washed at 90 degrees. So, it's more, I don't know what you call it. Oh, dear. Anyways, you can do this with a normal sweater. It does not have to be, how do you say it? It does not have to be washed at 90 degrees. What you need to do and is for tomorrow, the 90-degree thing. We're going to need that for tomorrow. So I'm going to grab a little piece here, measure it. See how much I need there. And kind of work with it, you guys, you know, make it look like a scarf. Then I'm going to grab this longer piece here. So you're going to have a piece that's going to be more or less fitting around his neck. And you're going to have a piece double that, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to put a little dab of glue, if he would hold still, right in the center there. And you're going to wrap, here, let me get this on the table here. You're going to wrap this piece on him like that. And we make a little scarf that's going to go around his neck. And you know what, you guys, you can do this with like white glue and like just let it sit for a while instead of doing it with hot glue, so it doesn't, you know, make a big mess. So I'm going to add a little bit here on this side and set him down. See why I said it was better that I would put his little arms after. I'm going to put another little touch of glue down here and tuck him in there with the tweezers. And he's got himself a little scarf. Get his other little hand. His arm, I'm sorry. His arm. Now if you guys got small mittens that you don't need anymore, you can cut the little tips off for his hat. Or you can do what I did and just cut a little triangle here. Naturally, you got to give it a, you know, a couple of tries here and there. Now this one I don't like because it's not going to be wrapping around. I want a bigger triangle on the bottom. Let's see if I can get this side here. It would go like that. Okay, just going to put some glue on him. So you don't really need a carrot for his nose and everything because he's pretty much filled up, or even buttons because he's got a long scarf on him that we're going to wrap around his head. take the glue strings away. Just going to cut here. Okay, and then at the end, naturally the eyes, you guys have to be, you have to let them dry. And what I would do at this point is put glue all the way around here and stick them on here. So if it's a frame that you have with the glass, you don't need the glass anymore. Okay, this is one that I've already finished. I put in "Please Let It Snow," and yeah, so that's my challenge for today. I want you to do a little frame, a Christmas frame, and like I said, you don't have to use the things I did to, you know, build your snowman, build your Christmas tree, do whatever you please. I wanted a three-dimensional little frame that's coming out of the frame with no glass in it. So there you go, you guys. We have already two little frames ready to go. And then, you know, if you would like, you can like grab some buff and gold or something like that and, you know, kind of rub it around the frame. And that's another thing you guys can do as well too. Prepare your frame. You can paint it as well as, you know, as you like. So this is our challenge today, you guys. My battery is running low and I have to say goodbye pretty soon. I hope you liked it. I hope you participate. And everybody have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow and prepare those sweaters. We're going to need those tomorrow. Goodbye.